Good morning, boys and girls. You join us on a not cold but not warm either, fairly overcast, a little bit windy, a little bit drizzly Saturday morning. It's Halloween, and yeah, it's our last full day cruising. Tonight we'll be at Ickles, and tomorrow back home. Wow, 6 months for you. Yeah, so Doncaster, we've had a couple of days here. We actually came, as you probably realise from the other bits of footage, Thursday night. Charlotte went back to work Friday. Last night, we had two good meals. Zamuto on Thursday night. Last night, number 7 at the Rum Rooms. Bloody fantastic. If you're ever in Doncaster, do it. Right, anyway, we ought to set off if we're going to get to Ickles in daylight. Well, I think we can say the weather's taken a turn for the worst. And yeah, certainly from when we walked down there yesterday, blimey, horrible. So there might not be much filming today. Might not be, not much. No, don't use double negatives. God, this is horrible. Whew. An hour later, we're through Sprotborough. But I'll tell you what, that didn't half chuck it down. And I've learnt several things today. I've learnt my bloody gloves aren't waterproof, so they're not. Oh God! So I've taken them off because I figure that I'll get, just like if you put your hand in a polythene bag full of water, it comes out all wrinkly and crinkly. It's, yeah, and so I'm guessing that probably no gloves is the best idea. I've got some more in there somewhere, but it's going in to get them. So it's not massively cold apart from when the wind picks up. Anyway, Madame Windlass is currently walking down there. Mel, our Melvin, on narrowboat Frank, his great adventure, bringing his boat home, his new boat home, is up there ahead a little bit. We're coming up on the rear. That doesn't sound right. And we're probably about, because I'm only pootling along because Charlotte's going to be walking, we're probably about 50 minutes to an hour from Mexborough Bottom Lock. And oh, rain. I got an email a couple of days ago, which will be about a couple of months ago by the time I put this video up, from Jeff and Sandra saying you've been unlucky with a rain. And I thought about it, and we haven't really. In fact, I think we've been quite lucky in the last, whatever it is, 5.5, 6 months. And we've had some very, very good weather. Yes, we've also had some really wet days. Bugger off. I don't know why you just switched that. Cordon Canal especially was pretty grim. But we decided we're going to do the Cordon Canal again. We'll hire a boat and do it again. The other thing I've learned today is I haven't got a bleeding clue what day it is, because it's not Halloween, is it? It's the 30th today, so Halloween's tomorrow. You see, that's the thing about being on a boat. It doesn't matter what day it is. I don't care. I just love being on a boat. Even in weather like this. Oh, there's a turn up. A couple of hours later, we've got some bright sunshine. Cool, I need it. I need to go inside and thaw out and dry out a little bit. But how lovely is that? I haven't done too bad time-wise today. It's 3:15 and we're at Old Walk Lock. And some people might remember this lock landing stage got washed away in some floods, I think a couple of years ago. And since then, now I don't know how true this is, and I would welcome somebody from CRT clarifying. I've been told that CRT were paying £2,000 a month to hire that temporary lock landing stage, and then someone said actually no, they've renegotiated it to £1,000 a month. And now if that's true, I would like to question whether or not that's good value for money compared to building a more permanent lock landing stage. So as I say, I don't know the provenance and the detail of that. It may be true, it may not be true. I'd like someone to confirm one way or another. But if it is £2,000 a month, then that has cost us, as far as I can see, because it's been there a couple of years, somewhere around £50,000. How much would it cost to build one, or put, you know, a proper replacement in? There you go. It's my little question for the day. So after this one, anyway, after Old Walk, we've got Eastwood, and that's the last of these big locks. Then we've just got Rotherham Town Lock and Ickles Lock, which is where we're mooring. So I think we've done pretty well today, and it's brightened up reasonably nicely. Coming into Rotherham, and you might notice here from previous videos the lack of steel. That used to be that entire wharf. There's a bit down at the end there, but that entire wharf used to be piled with steel. And oh god, that's bright. Actually, it's easier to view it through the camera. So that emptiness there apparently is nothing to do with Brexit. It's to do with leaving the European Union. So it's not Brexit, it's actually leaving the EU that has caused that. That's the official line. I'm spinning so that I can get a shot outside of the glare of the sun of the swans around that boat. While we're in the mood for asking questions of CRT, one question that I'd like to ask is why they haven't done anything about the illegal blocking off of the towpath here. I'm fairly sure if I was to block off a bit of the towpath in Sheffield, questions would be asked, but I think this has been blocked off now for a couple of years, maybe longer, and Canal River Trust seem unwilling or unable to do anything about it. I suppose it's because it probably involves a little bit of work rather than just being obstructive for boaters and saying, well, we're going to close all the sanitary stations, toilets and water points. I don't like CRT. Have I mentioned that before? So anyway, CRT, why haven't you done anything about the illegal obstruction of the towpath? Answers please on a postcard. There's a big new development going on at the, what used to be Tesco. I think it's called something like Forge Island, Canal Side. I bet it's going to be really one of these luxury canal side apartment developments with restaurants and shops. Lovely. Anyway, last little stretch for today, boys and girls, and it hasn't rained thankfully since this morning. Sure, I thought I was going to end up with web feet. So last little stretch up to Ickles Lock and Rasker, Rotherham and Sheffield Canal Association, and we might catch up with Peter the source of our grapes. This is the little turn off the main canal that goes down to Ickles. Fortunately, the sign, they've cleared the sign. It was overgrown a few years ago, quite a few years ago actually. Isn't this lovely? And all these autumn colours. Our friend Nikki came up there. The sign was all overgrown. John, I think it was John who was with her, didn't realise. Carried straight up, and of course, if it's navigable, the boats keep it fairly clear, and occasionally it'll be dredged, very occasionally. But of course, on bits that aren't navigated, sometimes in places it's only about a foot deep, and they got stuck. They got badly stuck, really seriously badly stuck. Haha, shouldn't laugh, not funny, don't laugh, not funny, nope. We're at Ickles Lock. Unfortunately, so is this CRT work skip. So I've had to moor rather creatively. I've used their rope to tie on here. We're tied on with a centre rope and the rear rope. And Melvin is just going to breast up beside us. This could be fun. Because I don't know how well that's tied on, but I got centre rope and back rope on, so I think we should be all right. I'll grab his front rope and tie him on when I finish filming, obviously. So don't go too fast, Melvin, because I got a video log to make. I better shut up and grab his rope. So, thank you, Canal and River Trust, for making our mooring just that little bit more difficult. The last mooring of our 6-month adventure. The last mooring, and obviously had to be made difficult. It follows a theme, doesn't it? This whole trip being made difficult by the Canal and River Trust. Who'd have guessed it? Anyway, here we are at Ickles, Rotherham and Sheffield Canal Association, being hindered by Canal and River Trust, but we're used to that, boys and girls, aren't we? And it's just getting dark, so I don't know. We're at Rasker. I was going to try and make it 6 o'clock. God, it's getting dark at 6 o'clock. Clocks go back tonight. This time tomorrow won't be this time tomorrow. It'll be 5 o'clock. Bloody hell. I was hoping to go and video where these grapes came from, the vine where these grapes came from. Might have to try and sneak that in the morning before we set off. But for now, boys and girls, in case there is no other footage for today, whatever you're doing, do it safely. Take care of yourselves and others. Until the next thrilling, final episode of this mammoth, wonderful mammoth adventure. Till next time, cheers.